Navy medicine's beginnings coincided with the birth of our new nation. It was born out of the violence of war. Little attention was given to medical care. The emphasis of naval medical practice focused on care for the wounded on board the ships of the fledgling Navy. Medical treatment on most ships was assigned to the most available crew member. During an engagement, this was the ship's carpenter or sailmaker. The need for specially trained medical personnel in the Navy was recognized as early as 1811. Congress authorized construction of naval hospitals at that time, but the advent of the War of 1812 delayed any construction. The first permanent naval hospital was opened at Portsmouth, Virginia in 1830. With the establishment of Navy hospitals and the advances in medicine, it became evident that a central command for Navy medicine was necessary. In response to this, the Bureau of Medicine and Surgery was created in 1842. Its mandate, to ensure the health of Navy and Marine Corps personnel in peacetime and war. The creation of the Bureau of Medicine and Surgery was the beginning of Navy medicine as we know it today. Through the years, advances in new treatment techniques dramatically expanded the field of medicine. The increased need for treatment facilities and for state-of-the-art equipment for naval personnel and their families was soon realized. Prior to the United States entrance into World War II, Congress allocated funds for a new National Naval Medical Center to replace the old hospital in downtown Washington, D.C. After seeing the Nebraska State Capitol building, President Franklin Delano Roosevelt was so impressed by its modern design that he remarked, "Someday I will build a government building like that." He then sketched a similar design on White House stationery for the new hospital's main tower and adjoining wings. The president selected this location in Bethesda, Maryland. At the time, the site was a cabbage patch on a hill overlooking a pond. The pond, which reminded him of the biblical pool of Bethesda, a place of healing, was the inspiration behind the decision to build the medical center here. The pond was made into a small lake and christened Lake Eleanor in honor of Mrs. Roosevelt. Ground was broken on June 29, 1939, by Rear Admiral Percival S. Rossiter, the former Surgeon General, who was also instrumental in making the project possible. President Roosevelt laid the cornerstone on Armistice Day, June 1940. Construction proceeded with some delay, the war in Europe, and our violent introduction to the war.
Yesterday, December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy. The United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan. I ask that the Congress declare that since the unprovoked and dastardly attack by Japan on Sunday, December 7th, 1941, a state of war has existed between the United States and the Japanese Empire.
The National Naval Medical Center was commissioned on February 4th, 1942.
Admiral McIntyre, members of the Medical Corps of the Navy. In this hospital that we are dedicating today in this green and peaceful Maryland countryside, our Navy battles against disease and disability and death. Those who fight this vital battle are anonymous heroes of this war, the officers, the men and the women of the Bureau of Medicine and Surgery, which today celebrates its 100th anniversary. They are surgeons and nurses, scientists and technicians who are part of a service extending throughout the world.
President Roosevelt's tower was the beginning of an ever-expanding, world-renowned naval medical complex which has served millions of Department of Defense men and women, their families, and almost every president since Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Today, the National Naval Medical Center complex is comprised of many commands. The Uniformed Services University of the Health Sciences is a fully accredited military medical school. The Armed Forces Radiobiology Research Institute, a tri-service laboratory, sets the standard for studies in medical radiology and nuclear medicine. Today, Navy dentistry and postgraduate dental education, a part of the complex since its beginning, occupies the first 3 floors of Mr. Roosevelt's tower. Also headquartered in the tower, the Naval School of Health Sciences conducts a variety of education and training programs to ensure maximum responsiveness to operational and professional requirements. The Naval Medical Research Institute was dedicated in October 1942 and continues today as the focal point for all Navy medical research. Today, President Roosevelt would be pleased to know that his words still ring true. In this unique military medical complex, we not only educate and train, we do battle against disease and disability, while providing the highest quality care for active duty military personnel and their families.